This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Man United we're talking about.
This is Manchester 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 United we're talking about.
Oh, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about. Manchester United we're talking about here.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
I mean, this is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
This is Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. It's Man United we're talking about. It is Man United we're talking about. It's Manchester United we're talking about.
It's Man United we're talking about. This is Man United we're talking about.
It's Manchester United we're talking about.
We're talking about Manchester United.
Yes, people, this is Man United we're talking about. And make sure you smash the like button because it's super important. It does wonders for videos and, you know, next subscribers. If you're brand new, if you just come over from Never a Foul as well, then even better because that means you found me. Whoop-de-doo. It is Man United base, and maybe you just want to hear me talk rubbish. So there we are. New Mbeumo movements happening, maybe not on United's front, but on the Brentford front, which should be, and in the case, if we put two and two together, according to reports of what yesterday and then also today, it bodes some good news for if you're a Man United fan. It just depends how you want to take the news, really. We've also got Aston Villa wanting Garnacho, which is huge. And then we got this Martinez fee as well. And it's contrasting reports over the fee, but something's not adding for me. Something's not adding up with this whole Martinez thing. I spoke about it last night. Yeah, last night on the panel, very briefly. We done like a half an hour show. Something's not right, man. What deal has Man United made? Because in this world where Martinez is somehow the next one to get, basically, when you're trying to get Mbeumo, and you know the striker was meant to be the next target after this Mbeumo saga, or maybe Mbeumo's dead in the water, and then we're just gonna go for a striker instead. Maybe go for a wing back. There's all different scenarios, but yeah, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. But anyways, hopefully you lot are all well. Let me just change that. I wrote Villa, not Aston Villa, like an absolute plonker. Who's in the building? Who's in the building? Let me get rid of all this stuff. Get out. Brentford are absolutely taking the piss. Yeah, but you know what you're looking at right now? I know you lot have just read the Jamie Jackson. Since when? No, honestly, whether you like it or not, since when, as United fans, or you know what, you don't have to be a United fan to be fair, but he's mainly talks to Man United. Even Alex Crook is getting help, yeah, by Ben Jacobs. He doesn't get anything right. Yeah, he wants to look somewhat credible. He's not credible. Since when do we take Jamie Jackson serious? Anyone? I'll wait. I don't mind. I'll read what you lot have to say. I don't know. It's the same recycled rubbish. So for me, it's guesswork. I could have told you know how about this? I could have made that tile yesterday. I could have told you that. I can go get 500 retweets by basically being some sort of guesswork ITK. I mean, everyone does it these days, right? Come on. The Garnacho money is showing through the links. That might be the case. Maybe. Who knows? Big up 40 says apparently Anana got injured out for 8 weeks. Yeah. Exactly. Is your name Abhijit? Yeah. If I said that correctly, so apologies if I didn't. Who is he? Who is he? Guess we don't take it serious. Come on, man, we don't take it serious. One good thing, I guess, about this window is Ineos can sign whoever at any position, and it's going to be celebrated because we need it. No, we're desperate, Chris. We're desperate. We're desperate. But anyways, let's talk about this Mbeumo movement today, because yesterday we saw that. Was it yesterday or was it Monday? I might have got the days mixed up. With this whole, the replacement for Mbeumo was Amari Hutchinson. That came out through all credible sources as well. And a clear indication that maybe Mbeumo and Man United are close to somewhat agreement. Again, this is me doing guesswork, trying to put two and two together, correct? Probably like everybody else. I'm no different to anyone else. I just talk on a camera, and I'm a toxic positive merchant. I don't mind that. It's better than being negative. But with Amari Hutchinson bids, if you haven't seen it, Brentford have made a couple bids already. So they've already been doing this probably the last couple days, and they've tried. There was a release clause of 35 million, but the thing is they put up the 35 million. It expired the release clause and they couldn't actually go and get him. And that's because of the structure of the whole payment. And now that kind of makes me wonder why and realize, okay, no wonder why they want more up front for Mbeumo, because if they're struggling to even get Amari Hutchinson through the door due to structure, they're waiting on United to give them a few more million, right? So it does bode well. The fact that they are moving for the replacement of Mbeumo must mean there is something going on behind closed doors. There was rumors of Monday where Jason Wilcox was on a train or basically transporting or something to London to go and get the deal done. Again, I don't know how true that is, but you wouldn't make a move unless there was significant movement going on for the player that's meant to depart already, right? I can't be stupid in thinking that. Amari Hutchinson would fit like a glove for me, for them. They want to play possession-based football. He's a young talent. He could definitely be something really good. He had a decent campaign last year, but the injury, I think that came against United, I think he did. I think it was against United, and he was out for a minute, and that's after he scored against us, that equalizer. But they've got a new manager. So new manager means new ideas, meaning new way of playing. But it was reported that he was going to be the Mbeumo replacement. But yeah, that the fact that they're moving for him it is a positive for United. It's Mbeumo movement. Now it kind of confirms to me that most journalists, I don't think most journalists actually know what's going on with United at the moment. And we're all in the dark and we're making guesswork on content. There's no factual evidence of any of this. We just make a guess and then we just tell everyone, oh, I told you so. I told you this. What did I say? I mean, we all like to point score. So what is going on behind closed doors? As I do wonder if things have really been shut up, like the whole leaking of knowing business or letting things go out. It's like Jim Ratcliffe potentially has a plug on all this stuff. I that's what I'm looking at. Man United's pursuit of him. I see that Jamie Jackson. I don't inspired. I don't listen to Jamie Jackson. Garnacho will be clear profit, so sell is not trading is the only way United can afford to move. I'm going to be honest here as well. In my mind, and I spoke about this on Saeed's as well. I don't think United are broke. I really don't. I really don't think that United are broke. I think this is a game and this is a gimmick. And I wonder if Jamie Jackson is not reliable. I promise you he's like tier 5, tier 6. I don't even know if you can actually tier him at this point. I don't know if anyone actually believes this, but after the summer and after all the reports and everything, I feel like United have sent out a message to Premier League, to all of us, all of you guys, to make out that we're broke, right? But with recent movement of your Emi Martinez, of ABC said players, said links, even not giving up Bruno Fernandes for the 100 million that they were asking for through Saudi, and said no. This Mbeumo stuff. We also seen that, we made some money through sell-on clauses. This Emi Martinez negotiation all of a sudden. It's like, and that hasn't been rubbished yet, by the way. So that kind of tells me everything I need to kind of know on that front, because that would have got rubbished off by Laurie Whitwell or something today. So that's not happened. Are Man United actually broke, or is that a gimmick to tell other clubs that we're that broke, we can't really budge on what you think that we've got? So paying up this 70 million, I think the broke gimmick is being given up now. I think it's all out there to see that the fact that even fans are waking up that United can afford Mbeumo. There's reasons that, there's said reasons that I've just mentioned that why you can afford Mbeumo. This whole time, we thought we might need an extra few million from a said sale of a certain player, maybe. That is not the case. United want to sell to buy because it looks better on the books and it's better for all the debts that we do have, and that's running up. So something's not adding up. Something's really not adding up. You're still going to get taxed by my mid-level club. What? United aren't broke. They can afford to A, have another Casemiro Anthony type of mistake, or B, go mega without Champions League. Still got to spend 200 to 250 million this summer. Yeah, of course. But in the same breath, United got to be careful. And I understand that United have to be careful. We all do. We're not stupid. But I saw that, with Jamie Jackson report about, Ratcliffe doesn't want to be taken for a dickhead, 70 million. But hold on. If that's the case, then there's clearly been some sort of new bid, right? There's clearly been some sort of new bid, because why would Brentford therefore make the move for Amari Hutchinson all of a sudden? That does not make any sense. You know, with they're a whole Moneyball side, like Brighton, like Liverpool. They play Moneyball, so they're not going to make a move without sales, and they're going to have their profits as well. And Mbeumo's pure profit for him, so they can move for whatever they want. And it also says they're going in for another bid for Amari Hutchinson. Ipswich don't really have a leg to stand on. They're in the Championship. They're going to want money, right? So they're not going to have all them TV rights no more. They're going to have to give up. Maybe an extra 5 million. I don't know. But why would they go for him if Mbeumo's not going the other way? They're not selling anybody else at this moment of time. You know that whole Vista gimmick that I called out last week, by the way? I said, I don't actually think clubs are serious for Vista. You know, this whole thing going to Tottenham, being interested, not in a Forest, Newcastle being interested. That's all bullshit. They bought a 50 million price tag. That's great. Were they really interested in him? Or was that just a ploy to get Man United to go and bid whatever they want? Just saying. Big up Lewis Jackson in the building. What else are you guys saying as well? I don't allow it, man. The gimmick's boring, man. It's boring. I just think United fans are not used to this new type of approach that Ineos are going with, to be honest. My hopium says you're right. Like, and my hopium, and I'm just being honest with myself as well. A lot of this trust in Ineos is based off hope, really and truly. But in the same breath, this is nothing new to what we've known for the last, well, for me personally, this is what I've known for United for the last 20 years, 25 years. From watching football, United have always moved slow in the market. We never go and get anyone straight away, especially when it comes to, let's call it the social media era. You know, getting a player, we always move this long. It's just, if things are going to change and you want United to act with urgency after finishing 15th, you'd think you'd move a little bit quicker, right? But maybe this whole, okay, and Mbeumo's on one hand, but we're going to move for Martinez as well. That's kind of stopped this whole outrage at the moment. But again, how credible is it and how quick is it going to happen? No, United had a kit launch today, and we didn't have anybody else that's brand new to model our kits. We just had Cunha, and he had the white and purple jersey, which I bought, by the way, not from United though. What about the other ones? Like, what about the other players that are meant to be in the door? We can't even promote properly anymore. What's going on? We don't even have Mbeumo in one of these shirts. What's this? What is it? So until we get some brand new news from like the Ben Jacobs of the world or whoever else, then it's gonna be. It's just still a waiting game. But I definitely think it's good movement. It's definitely positive, but let us know. Let us know. By the way, no, don't you dare. I hear what you're saying, Khabib, you're right, but I don't know anything about him. I said it yesterday when we were talking about Martinez, which we'll talk about in a second. But I haven't watched him. Again, I need someone to go to my Instagram or my Twitter. Or you know what? I just did it myself and find a correct comp. Then I might get gassed over him. Big up, bro. Love the top. Smash the likes. Show support with Man United. Patience is a virtue. Let's say, all I can say is inshallah. That's all I can say as well as inshallah as well. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens on the Mbeumo front. Hopefully there might be some news that drops a little bit later on. We're going to be live later on anyway, so who gives a damn? And then yeah, we'll go from there. But again, I don't think we're going to see much. My prediction was we're not going to see anything until Friday. I think Friday's the day. If you're going to announce anything, then cool, because the Leeds games happens on the weekend. And again, we've got our tour, next week? And we play, is it Thursday? I think we play Wednesday or Thursday against Leeds. No, sorry, against, I don't even know who it's against. I lose the plot more time. Yeah, real jersey is like 100 quid. You think I'm going to buy a real jersey when I can go get one for 13 quid that pretty much comes from the same shops as everywhere else that sells them for 40, 50 quid? Come on. I don't care about having an authentic jersey. If I've got a United badge and it looks like the United stuff and the material's decent, who gives a crap? What's happening with Angelo Steeler? No idea. No idea. Great player, though. Oh, we're playing this Saturday against Leeds. Oh, God damn. Fair enough. I'll be doing a watch-along for that. But yeah, moving on from Mbeumo is moving on to these likes. That again, I don't know what likes we're on. We're on 71 likes. So if we can get this to 150 likes, that would be dope. And is there anyone that wants the Discord link? We've got a Discord. I should say we've got a Discord. I've got a Discord link where if anyone wants to talk Man United and other clubs, it's just good. It's just good talk. It's there in the chat. So it's up to you lot if you want to go and do it. But it's right there. I'm gonna pin the message so you don't lose that. 77 likes. Come on, let's get to 100 likes real quick. Neymar, do you see us signing a signing a striker this summer? Well, I'm going to move on to that because this is the whole Garnacho thing that even I'm not surprised by it. I've been guessing it for a while. We all know that Chelsea's interested, but let's be honest, like these clubs that want our players, they're like third, fourth choice. They're not first choice. Garnacho's not first choice. If Garnacho was first choice by Chelsea, they would have wrapped this up ages ago, right? I do believe they want Morgan Rogers, maybe / Eze, but I do believe Morgan Rogers is the target. He's a he used to, Cole Palmer's best friend, Joe Shields, all of that. God, there's no space for Garnacho, is there? Cole Palmer going back on the wing. There's a space in the 10. Nkunku going out as well. It just makes total sense. All this time, maybe Garnacho is stuck around because of Villa interest. With Emery speaks Spanish as well, which does help. Doesn't mean they're going to be best friends, but he's going to play left mid. They need a left mid. Leon Bailey might bring a way out. They're going to lack a winger. He can play both sides. That's all good. That's all well and good. But I do believe that whole maybe wearing a Rashford Aston Villa jersey all of a sudden was maybe a message that he's waiting around because Aston Villa said they're going to move for him. They just got to wait until July to make that movement. They haven't exactly made any signings as of yet, right? But they've got big UEFA issues in terms of their wage structure. Now, I do wonder if Garnacho goes one way, that means surely you've got enough funds to go and get Ollie Watkins to go the other way. And that means they can go and get Jackson. That's what I believe the Bermuda Triangle is all. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 55, 60 million that all clubs float around with. Means it boosts PSI, it boosts everything that you need to go and get what you need as well, right? So for me, I do reckon Garnacho wants Villa, and I do reckon Villa wants Garnacho. It's a good side. They go to Europa League. He's going to smash out numbers. Of course he is. And he's going to go to a more structured side where it plays a little bit more of a counter-attacking kind of way. It suits him. It suits him. But on that front, what? Anyways, according to Alex Crook, that's the Mbeumo stuff. So it's not stored. Love for that. Ben Jacobs reposted it. We already know all this stuff. Anyways, with him going over that way, I do wonder if Martinez is also a part of that whole Garnacho Aston Villa situation with maybe even Watkins. We know that we want Jackson in terms of there's interest there. It's just monitoring, right? But I don't believe he's going to be the target. I think Watkins will be the target, especially being that he's English as well, which helps the whole, English quota. You don't have to worry about that. And he's more proven than Jackson. And they also want more money for Jackson. Villa wanted 60 million for Watkins back in January with Arsenal. So if Watkins comes one way again, then surely he's going to be, what? He's going to be, 50, 55 million? And then you also go get Martinez. That might be the deal. You take Martinez, you help us with our wages. You go get blah, blah, blah as well. Watkins, it doesn't exactly seem harmonious on that front. Then we'll go take Garnacho off your hands. That's what I can see that being in a world where United do that. And United would be stupid not to take that offer. Again, how quickly is this going to happen? It seems there's a lot more talk, but it's like, when? Because even Aston Villa got a flyer. I'm pretty sure they go to America as well. Are they not going on tour? So do they not want new players in line? They haven't got nobody. Unless someone can tell me that they've got... Is there anybody else that Aston Villa have signed at the moment? I haven't seen anyone in a jersey. I think the only one I've seen is that backup goalkeeper. And that could even mean their new goalkeeper. Just saying. Yeah, Garnacho just needs to hurry up and move. He's every day that moves by, and I'm seeing this whole Sancho stuff. Like, I know Juventus apparently want both wingers. We'll see what happens. Apparently, they've bidded 15 million, and United need to accept it. And there's also that whole thing about paying Sancho off. Just get rid of him. The quicker two of these lot go, then the dominoes will fall into place, in my opinion. Because then United can't hide behind any excuse of why they're not getting players on time. My whole issue now is because United spend so much time in terms of their valuation on Mbeumo, and maybe there's a closer figure to that. No one exactly knows. It's like, cool. So now you're going to have to move on to Watkins, who there's a big difference in valuation. Same thing with Martinez as well, by the way, according to these Argentinian reports. I saw one say 33 million. I saw another say 22 million, right? Let's be real. Martinez ain't going to have a 22 million, but I don't think United are going to pay 33 million either. So I can kind of dismiss that. But the whole thing with Watkins is I think United seem closer to 45 million. They seem closer to 60 million. Now, United are going to take 6 weeks to get Watkins over the line before we need him for flipping against Arsenal. And bearing in mind, Watkins loves a goal against Arsenal. It's mad that 6-7 weeks ago, I'm turning my nose up at Watkins. And I'm not really, like I said, I'll take him, but he's not exactly the one I want. I wanted Mateta. I wanted Osimhen potentially. Maybe Gyökeres was another one of those. They're all gone. They're all gone. And then nowadays, I have to kind of convince myself, you know what, Watkins probably be a solid striker, but this is the reality. The number 9s of today in the whole world stink of shit. And if not, they're overpriced. I don't want another Ekitike. Look, they want 80 million for him. That's another Højlund situation. He's a much better player than Højlund, but you're not spending 80 million on someone that might get you 10 goals. Might get you 10 goals or could be amazing. United can't afford to do that. I think Watkins would be in a steal. I just hope it is the conversation. You take Garnacho, we take Watkins. That's the best situation. That's a win-win. That's a win-win. What wages is Watkins on? I need to have a little check as well because he's going to want a payday. Let's be real. Watkins transfer market. No, not transfer market. Capology. Allegedly, he's around. Oh my God, that doesn't bode well. He's on 130k per week. Oh yeah, calm. Oh, calm. That's love. He will get his payday. Just bump him up to 170 or something. Yeah, cool. It's easy. Would you take Mitrovic for cheap and a free as a backup striker to Watkins? Yeah. But I mean, you know what? Yeah, in a heartbeat. I like Mitrovic. He's actually done really well for Al Hilal as well. I don't mind him. My thing is how fit can he stay? But on a free is a no-brainer. I mean, it's not great though, is it? Like Watkins and Mitrovic as your striking options. It's not the best. It doesn't sound great. But again, I'm desperate. Emi Martinez might actually be a mistake. He's been awful in his last 5 games for Villa, which means he's getting finished, I think you meant. Please don't buy him at all. And don't get me Watkins, he's also trash. Well, for me, I have the opposite opinion about Emi Martinez. I actually really like Emi Martinez. I don't think he had the greatest time last year. And it doesn't matter what stats tell me. Emi Martinez is a solid goalkeeper and he's he's 50 times better than Onana. Also, he's had a rotating defense. In fairness, and I'm not saying that doesn't defeat the mistakes that he has made last season, including the one at the end against Højlund. He's a very eccentric goalkeeper, but I feel like moving for Martinez means United can also move for a younger goalie the following season. You know, maybe it is that Lamans guy or somebody else in the world that you lot got names for that I've never heard of before, right? So I reckon getting a goalkeeper of that age could be our Van der Sar situation. You know, we got told the same thing when we signed Van der Sar. Why are you going to buy him? He's like 34 years of age. Why are you going to get him? Martinez brings leadership to the dressing room. He brings a little bit of that dickhead value that I actually appreciate. You know, he's a winner as well. And I've heard how much of a good character he is around Aston Villa and the way he protects his players and stuff like that. Doesn't let them get taken a piss out of. He's definitely hot-headed. But, you know, I know we're going to have to be... I think most keepers got mistakes in them. I do. And if you're telling me 25 million for him, let's say he is. I'm just going to say that for now. If it is to be true that he's around a 25 million valuation that they're willing to get rid of him on or something like that, I'm taking that. I'm taking that in a heartbeat. Jamie Jackson is not reliable, Arjun, whatsoever. So don't listen. I'm not joking. Everyone knows he's a tier 5. He's not even a tier 4. He's dog shit. So again, I'd rather have Ramsdale. Nah, I'm taking Martinez. And it's not even the idea of Martinez. It's the reality of Manchester United. All goalkeepers, you know, bar Alisson in the Premier League and probably David Raya, who's short, by the way, and he's still quality, but he's still short, which I don't like. What goalkeepers are really good? Are you going to tell me Verbruggen? Because Verbruggen's a bozo. Yeah, and I don't give me all of that stuff like, no, he's not, he's improved. No, he's got bozo moments. I've seen it. I watch Brian a lot. Flecken, he's got bozo moments in him. All goalkeepers these days, and the ones that are foreign, as in terms of the ones that are over in Italian leagues or Bundesliga and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Sel's had a really good... But even then, he had a couple mistakes in him during the end of the season as well. For me, I just don't look at the world of keepers and say, oh, you're amazing. I mean, like the ones that we do want, Diogo Costa is an absolute bozo. Yeah. Magnan is an injury bozo. He can't stay fit. He's regressing. He's a good price, though, I must admit. all of these goalkeepers that I do like is because I don't have profound knowledge on them. I don't know how good Vanja Milenkovic-Savic is. I just like the fact that he's 6'6" bold, looks like Kratos, bro. Or he looks like flipping the Underworld King. What's the Underworld King called on Zeus again? I can't remember his name. Hades. Do you know what I mean? With the beard. He looked like I wanted that guy. He's Eastern European. Eastern European goalkeepers over time and time again have proven that they are a solid bunch of goalkeepers, typically, if we're going to stereotype. I like Vitek. You know what? From what I've seen of Vitek, I wouldn't mind him to have a go and have a shot. Give him a shot. But what about having Vitek and also having Martinez as your goalkeepers? Look, Biyinde, fuck off, and Nana, Gulag. You can't get sold anywhere. I'm going to force you out the club. My thing is, the best situation for me is, at this moment of time, in terms of credibility, is Emi Martinez, because United clearly want him. So I can't dispute that. I have to accept it because that's what's happening. And Vitek's at the club and he's going to go on the pre-season tour. And I know clubs do want him, but let's see what he can do. He's only, 21, 22, something like that. So if that's the case, then yeah. I think I don't find that a bad situation. Oh, by the way, Dominica, yeah? Is that how you say? Is it Dominica or Dominica, yeah? I've seen you get onto me inside his chat because you don't like the fact that I've got this Garnacho agenda. And rightfully so, I've got a Garnacho agenda. Rightfully so. We'll do. We all know they don't do scouting on Brazilian players. Is the Vitek news even real? Which part? As in, I think an Austrian club, Sturm Graz. I think Sturm Graz are interested in his services, so it's not going to be a lot of money, is it? It's going to be like 3-4 million. It's not going to max, by the way, maybe 5 max. It's not going to be 10-12 million on a goalkeeper. They don't have that sort of money. All right, let me get this guy to send me the link. Martinez will miss the first 3 games of the season because of the red card. Is it not the no, I think it's 1 game. Is it 1 game? I think it's the first game. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Oh my god. I'm done. I'm done with this club, man. I've only got so much positivity left. How many games will Emi Martinez miss? Oh my god, his first 3 games. Did it go down as violent conduct? Wait, let me check this. Wait, what's this? Is the 32-year-old got sent off for a foul in the first half, come rushing out goal? Was it not 2 yellow cards? Or no, it was an instant red, wasn't it, as well? I don't know. To cover for their first fixture. However, either way, it's unlikely. If Martinez was to join a club, his debut would likely come the following. No, it's 1 game. It's 1 game. No, it's 1 game. It's 1 game. It's 1 game. It's not down as violent conduct. If it's violent conduct, it'll go down as 3. If not, it's 1 game. It's 1 game. So that means we go spend 25-30 million. The guy can't even play against Arsenal, the club that he used to be at, that he loves to have a good game against. Typically, until that own goal, but that means we're gonna have to play Vitek regardless, or Tom Heaton. I don't want to play Biyinde. Oh, god damn it, man! God damn it! All right, let's see what this Vitek can do then. Let's see what he can do. You know what? He might prove a case. He might prove a case that he's decent. It's not one. It's 3. Fucking, that's not what he says here. To be fair, they only made that assumption back in May. But if it's 3, oh my god, if Biyinde is not good, he might be an Aki, but stuff of a lie, he's shit at football, man. He's a shit goalie, man. I'm sorry, man. I have faith in Vitek. If he's good, let's see what he's about this preseason. If he's good, let's see what he's about. But if the fee's going to be there, 25 million, calm. Inshallah, calm. Because I don't know what the fee's going to be. What would you... All right, you know what? I've got one last question for you guys. So with this whole Emi Martinez, and this is for comments as well, if comments want to get involved after the stream, they do help the stream, by the way. So if like 100 of you decided to comment even the number one, or hi, hello, after the stream's finished, trust me, it does wonders. You have no idea. Big up for all the likes, by the way, so I appreciate that. The Discord's in the pinned. One last question. For the one that don't want him, how much would you spend on him max? What's your max that you can say, I would accept that? Because I'm saying my max is about 20. I'm going to say 28 million. If it's 28 million, I'll say, you know what, Fez, I'll take him for 28 million, considering he's got 3 years left on his deal. No, not in the chat now. Don't say hello, hi. When the stream finishes and then I have to go in the comment section, then you comment. 5 million. Fuck hell, you don't like him. 15 million. 15 for me. 25, 30. Fez. Who? We're talking about Martinez. Emi. Max is £0. Don't sign him. Hello, hi. 5 million. Oh my God. You lot. All right. You know what? You want to be trolls. All right, cool. That's fine. That's fine. $25, 30. Okay, cool. 20 million max. I think that's fair. I don't think anyone really has a wrong answer unless you're saying 0. If you don't want him, if you really detest him, then that's all fine. It's fine with me personally, innit? Because of the age no more than 25. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Maybe 27 is even a stretch on my part. 25 is probably max. 15, 20 million. Even that's not that bad. But I don't think United's gonna put 15 million up. That's just stupid. Is this Manchester United we're talking about? Yeah. Anyways, people, smash the like, subscribe if you're brand new, especially if you're brand new. If you've got an account and you just come over, subscribing helps, obviously, when I go live next. This is going to go over to United Plus, where Marwan's going to be, Ems, Minna. You might have seen them before. You might be already subscribed there. But if you support me, then you're going to go support one of my best mates. He's a United fan. He's very hot-headed, and he's very different to how I view football on Man United. So you lot might agree with him. So we're going to go over there, rate it up.